Well, both my window frames are completed and they're stained and the glass is in place, but I want to explain to you a few things. Now, I didn't go over showing how to stain this because I didn't want to be redundant. I've already covered this on my mirrors when I made the mirrors for the bathroom. And if you want to check that out to see how to get this type of stain, you can go to the link in the description box below and match it up, and you go to that and it'll show you exactly how I got this color. Everything's matching in my bathroom. Now, I put stained glass in here because I wanted to have this not to be see-through where I can look into my bathroom, anyone can look in there, but I wanted to have some nice color, and this is frosted. So you can get any glass you want. You can save a lot of money and get regular glass if you want, but I really like this. I'll have a link in the description box below where I purchased this from. They do a lot of nice work themselves. It's called Pane in the Glass, so you can check them out if you want. Now, let me show you how I put this, installed this glass. And one important thing that you want to note is when you go to put this glass in here, clamp your frame down to a flat surface. That way everything's nice and flat, and when you set your glass in here and glue it, it's going to hold everything in place. Okay, what you'll want when you put this glass in here is 100% silicone. And you're going to want alcohol and some rags. And this is 50% alcohol. I don't like to use this. This is just extra. This is 91% in here, and that's what I use all the time. Now I'm going to show you how I did this. The first thing I did was I ran a bead of silicone all the way around in the channel. Then I pushed my glass in here. Once I did that, I'm just going to show you right here because I can put a little extra silicone, it won't hurt anything. I came back over it with my silicone and I ran it right here. Okay, once you have it in there, even if it's not perfect, you don't have to worry. That's why I left it off like this. You want to get it pretty good, but it's not going to kill you. You'll take your finger and you run it right across. You see how it evens it all up? You wipe that off, and the alcohol will keep it from sticking on everything else. And that will evaporate. When that evaporates, all of this is going to dry just right. Now, if you silicone everything and you see something that you missed, you can come back over it after when it dries and do the same thing that I did right here. And you can just come right back over it and you just run a bead across the whole thing. Again, take your alcohol, spray on it. 91% alcohol. You can buy it at any drugstore, and you'll just rub your finger on an angle. They give you a nice clean line. And it comes off your fingers a lot easier when you use alcohol. Now, if you have to use 50%, if that's what you have, it works. But I like 91% better. I'm not worried about this. Everything's dried, holding it in place. I just was showing you how I did it, and that little bit is not going to make a difference as long as I don't put my finger on it right now. We'll take this, flip it this way, and I have a couple of little spots where I might want to take my razor blade and just skim across here. I'm using a single edge blade, and that's what I like to use when I'm cleaning things like this up. So this right here is just a tiny little line. I'll just run it right across there. Once I have it like that, I'll come back underneath and clean that part, and it comes right out. That way you can get right on that line and clean it up. Make everything look perfect. That's all there is on there. If I had a lot that squished out, then you could just trim it easily with this. The reason why I like to put it in that channel before I put my glass on there is that way I have it strong. It pushes it and glues it this way, and I have the stuff on top to glue and seal it. So this is pretty darn strong. It'll hold the frame together really well. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out paulstoolbox.com for all my archive videos. If you found this useful, hit like for me. Drop a comment, please. It really is important. And I'll see you guys on the next project.